Kris was kicked off Mr. Beast for being a pedophile. It's crazy. So, the former Mr. Beast host turned influencer Kris was recently found enjoying content that framed children in an extremely sexual way. On top of this, he supposedly sent explicit photos and messages to minors, which is utterly disgusting, but that's why. Donald Trump just got shot today. People are going insane about it, but what actually happened? Well, a few hours ago, Trump was at a rally just doing his usual thing when suddenly this happened. Yeah, he's lucky to be alive, but what does this mean for us? Well, not much yet, but trust me, things are about to get crazy. Subscribe to stay updated and keep learning every day. Do you want a six-pack? Well, we're gonna get you one, but you need to listen to this story first. Because a few thousand years ago, there's this kid, Milo, and he's jacked, like Arnold jacked, so everyone's wondering how he got so big. But it's actually really simple. You see, Milo's a farmer, and every day since he was a little kid, he's had to carry this cow on his back up a mountain every day. But because he started when he was so young, as the cow grew, so did he, giving Milo a 10 out of 10 physique and us the principles to build our own. Keep learning every day. This general saved the world from nuclear war, but no one remembers him. Here's the crazy reason why. It's the Cold War, and the Americans are freaking out because Russia has this itty-bitty nuclear sub parked off the coast of Cuba. Now, this sub is loaded with nuclear torpedoes, so it's a serious threat. And America knows this, so they fire 2 warning shots at the submarine, trying to tell it to surface. But the Russians don't back down. Instead, they see it as a sign of aggression and get ready to fire a nuclear torpedo. So they aim their submarine and get ready to destroy America. But with seconds on the clock, this general, who I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, cancels the launch and tells his team to wait. They realize they were warning shots and call off the Third World War, saving billions of lives, including mine and yours. Keep learning every day. Ever seen an adult video? Well, they literally shrink your brain in this crazy way. You see, before the internet wasn't nearly as common as it is today. You couldn't just open an incognito tab and Google away. You had to go to a store and buy it physically. It's gross, right? But when the internet comes around, online porn goes viral. But something weird happens. Depression rates go up and marriage rates go down. So scientists get to work and discover that the part of your brain that produces dopamine, you know, the happy chemical, physically shrinks when you get addicted to porn. But don't worry, the damage can be reversed. You've just got to stay away from those videos for a while and subscribe to Jules YT to keep learning every day. Have you ever gotten a brain freeze? Well, they're not what you think they are. You see, when you eat an ice cream or really anything cold, your brain quickly starts to cool down, but it can't get too cold or else you'll die. So your body sends a ton of blood back up to your head to try to kind of warm it back up. But because this change of temperature has happened so fast, your nerves start to freak out and it results in the headache we're all too familiar with. She stole billions of dollars but didn't even go to jail. Here's the crazy story. Meet Elizabeth Holmes, a young entrepreneur that wanted to revolutionize the healthcare industry. Because in the 2000s, everyone wants faster and cheaper blood tests, but there's a problem. Traditional methods are slow and really expensive. So Elizabeth creates Theranos, a device that could do hundreds of tests with just one tiny drop of blood. But there's another problem. It doesn't work because science isn't magic. You can't cut corners. But in Silicon Valley, the show must go on, so she lies to the press and says it works, when in reality, she's got no product to sell.